It all comes down to this. Weigh in live on DAZN.
Well, a very good evening, Nottingham. Welcome back to Fight Week. As if you all needed reminding, tomorrow night we finally see it. Over 2 years in the making, it is part two from a sold-out Motorpoint Arena. It is Leigh Wood of Nottingham against Josh Warrington of Leeds. Jamie Ward here on stage to bring you all the proceeds from this evening's ceremonial weigh-in, and alongside me, a pair of gentlemen who know all about becoming IBF World Champions. Of course, former IBF World Middleweight Champion, Mr. Darren Barker, and reigning IBF World Super Welterweight Champion, Mr. Josh Kelly, in the house as well. Round of applause. Very well deserved there for Josh Kelly, of course, newly crowned. What a start it's been for Matchroom in 2026. Darren, firstly to you. Earlier this week, you came up on stage, of course, when Matchroom announced their extension with DAZN until 2031 and presented Josh Kelly with his brand new, shiny IBF belt. Was that a special moment for you as well?
You know, buzzing, because I was there once upon a time and I know what it means, you know, as a fighter to win a world title. It's everything you dreamt of as a kid. So I could see the smile on his face. We've shared conversations before and after the fight, and yeah, to give him the belt, which I know is a dream come true, was a real buzz and an honour for me.
Josh Kelly, world champion. Every time we've said it to you so far, Josh, it still brought that smile to your face. Does it all feel a little bit real now, especially receiving the belt physically?
Yeah, of course. I mean, even the applause I get, I'm not really used to. I'm still a bit shy of it all, to be honest. It's a bit overwhelming, but it'll sink in eventually. But I think when that next fight gets signed and I'm able to get in that zone and focus the way I'm supposed to be focused and everything else, I think that's when it'll probably sink in. But yeah, it was a great moment having Darren give us that belt. It was like a full circle moment. So it was. I've been at peace these last couple of weeks. It's been nice.
What do you think you proved to yourself that night, Josh, and to the boxing world as well?
I proved I've got balls to take on the guy that no one wanted to fight. I've got balls getting up from the ground and carrying on the fight and winning the last couple of rounds. Proved that that style does work at top level. Everyone thought the hands down style can't, and I think I was pretty much fighting with my hands down by my waist most of the fight. So yeah, I proved a lot of things. I proved a lot of things to myself, and not to myself, but a lot of people out there. But it means a lot that I proved myself right, my coach right, my family right. So I feel really proud at the moment. Yeah.
Well, now you've got the belt, what next? Who's got a target on their back? Well, I know you have.
100%. I think a few people I've got my eyes on. Xander Zayas, I'd love to fight Xander Zayas. That's a unification fight back at the Stadium of Light. So back up in the north. I mean, everything seems to be happening up in the northeast these, or the north these days. I mean, here in Nottingham, everything's upwards. So yeah, Stadium Light will be unbelievable. Unify them three, get them 3 belts.
And of course, the reason why we all are here this evening, what a turnout in Nottingham. The main event tomorrow night, yeah. Part 2, the rematch, Wood-Warrington. How do you see this one all unfolding, Josh?
I'm sat on the fence. Obviously, a lot of the fight was going Warrington's way the first half, and then you've always got to realise Leigh Wood's got that equaliser. And when you've got an equaliser like that, it can happen any time, any round in the fight. And obviously I've seen it happen against Michael Connan, who was part of my team at the time. It can happen any time, any round in the fight. So it's a really close fight with, I think whoever gets the tactics right on the night will win, but I'm sat bang in the middle on the fence in this one. Yeah.
And just final one, of course, a former opponent of yours in Ishamel Davis. They fight for your old belt as well, the British Super Welterweight title in the chief support. No doubt, Darren, even at British level, they'll have their eyes on Josh Kelly now as a British world champion in their weight division. How do you see that one going?
I think it's a great fight. Bilal Fawaz is unorthodox, brings unorthodox angles. He's fit. He's 38, but he doesn't look like it. He's strong, he's durable. But I think it can be whoever keeps the shape the longest in the fight and sort of keeps it a little bit more tidy in that fight. I think if Ishamel's able to do that, I believe Ishamel will get the win. But we'll soon see. It's just about balancing them emotions and nerves on the night, because I think Bilal plays a lot of mind games, so don't let him get into your head. So yeah, I think that'll be a great fight, another great watch.
Absolutely.
Great card.
Absolutely, great card. So much to look forward to tomorrow night, and so much, of course, to look forward to in the career of Josh Kelly. Just before we do press on with the weigh-in, then a final reminder of what is coming your way tomorrow night. The order of play here on DAZN. Of course, the main event, as if you needed reminding. It is part 2. Leigh Wood versus Josh Warrington. It's taken us a little while to get here, but we finally see it. A sold-out Motorpoint Arena. So much to look forward to tomorrow night in the chief support. Can't wait for this one as well. Ishamel Davis makes the first defence of his British and Commonwealth Super Welterweight titles against Bilal Fawaz, as we just mentioned. Also, the White Rhino, dazzling David Allen, looks to bounce back to winning ways and has his sights set on a British title clash later in 2026. Sandy Ryan and Karla Zamora then battle it out for the vacant WBC World Super Lightweight title over 10 2-minute rounds. And Atang, the 19-year-old heavyweight hope, opens things up against Dan Garber. A good step up on paper for the 4-0 rising star. This, his first scheduled 6-round contest. Before that, though, plenty to look forward to on the prelims from 5:30 p.m. Matchroom and DAZN YouTube channels. Another rising star, also 4-0 with 4 knockouts. Tiah-Mai Ayton looks to dazzle and impress under the lights once again. Meatball Molly McCann fights for the 3rd time as a professional boxer. And Joe Howarth, trained by Dave Allen, is back over 4 rounds in the opener. And that will be the first fight to make official here this evening. Over to you, David Diamante.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. What a pleasure it is to welcome everybody here to Albert Hall in Nottingham, England, for the official weigh-in of our big night of world-class professional boxing taking place here tomorrow night. And, of course, it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored on the night by Betfred, Drip, Riyadh Season, North Defense, Fuel Hub, That Prize Guy, 10% Club, and Everlast. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great fight card. 8 fights on the card, 2 title fights, 1 world title. And at the top of the bill, it's Nottingham v. Leeds. It's the rematch. Josh Warrington, Leigh Wood, they're going to run it back. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and start this weigh-in. Let's bring the fighters up to the stage so they can face the scale and face each other. Our first contest, 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Now making his way to the stage, please welcome this 24-fight veteran fighting out of Manchester, England, known as the Monk, Dan Booth. Booth. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, professional record 14-2, 4 knockouts. He fights out of Wigan, Lancashire. Please welcome Joe Howarth. Howarth. Fighters to the scales. $160.1 for Dan Booth and 150.7 for Joe Howarth. Fighters face each other.
Joe Howarth returns to action then after his well-fought battle with Giorgio Vizioli in December last year on a next-gen main event in London, trained by Dave Allen, 14-2 with 4 knockouts.
Joe Howarth, Dan Booth, 4-round super welterweights, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
And also just announced, business to take care of first tomorrow night for Joe Howarth, but he'll also face Josh Blenkiron, who just by a whisker came through a war with Robbie Coleman on the Josh Kelly undercard a few weeks ago to win the Northern Area title. And that stylistically is a great matchup. Anyway, that is the opener. Back to Dave.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the weigh continues right here. 6-round super bantamweights making their way to the stage at this time. 7 and 8, 4 knockouts. Fighting out of Hungary, please welcome Beda Dudek. Dudek. And their opponent right now making their way to the stage. Young professional record, perfect, 2-0, 1 knockout. Fighting out of Liverpool, Meatball Molly McCann. McCann. Fighters to the scales. $122.7 for Dudek, 122.9 for McCann. Fighters face each other.
Meatball Molly McCann back in action tomorrow night, 2-0 now. As a professional boxer, of course, September in Belfast, then Birmingham in October. First fight of the year for her, in with Peter Dudek, 7-8, never been stopped. Molly wants to get moving now, push on towards world honours.
McCann versus Dudek, 6-round super bantamweights, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Molly McCann back in the ring tomorrow night. And we also welcome back tomorrow night one of the rising stars in female boxing, Tiah-Mai Ayton, for fight number 5 for her. Back to David.
The action continues with 8 rounds in the super bantamweight division. Now making her way to the stage. Professional record, 9 wins, 3 defeats, 1 draw, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. She fights out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Please welcome Karla Ramos. Her opponent now making her way to the stage. Perfect professional record, 4-0, all 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the former amateur world champion and 5-time amateur national champion, fighting out of Bristol, the Star Girl, Tiah-Mai Ayton. Fighters to the scales. $119.8 for Ramos, $122.8 for Ayton. Fighters face each other.
Yeah, good to see Tiah Ayton back in action after a busy first year in the pros. Caught the attention of many with her knockout performances. Still just 19 years of age, 4-0 with 4 stoppage wins. Exactly 8 months on from her professional debut. It's fight number 5 in her second 8-rounder tomorrow night. Katie Taylor describes her as a generational talent, the future face of women's boxing. All in front for Tiah Ayton.
Tiah-Mai Ayton versus Ramos, 8-round super bantamweights, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
Yeah, Ramos, the opponent this weekend, 9-3-1, 2 knockouts. Good step up on paper. This for Tiah Ayton. She's only 22 herself on a 5-fight winning streak, which includes a win over former world champion Shannon Courtney in 2024 as well. Well, from one rising star to another, back to David.
The action continues with a 6-round heavyweight attraction, making his way to the stage this time. Professional record, 11 wins, 6 defeats, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Bradford. Please welcome the Reaper Man, Dan Garber. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. Perfect professional record, 4-0, all 4 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of York. Please welcome Leigh Atang. Fighters to the scales. $225.1 for Garber, $235.9 for Atang. Fighters face each other.
Yeah, Leigh Atang, Darren, steps into the realm of 6-rounders, scheduled for 6-rounders. Anyway, he's made a flying start to life as a professional, 4-0, 4 knockouts. But this, on paper, a good test.
Yeah, good test, and the right test at the right stage of his career. A very, very good fighter is Leigh Atang. Shown us a bit of everything, got star quality, one to watch for sure. The future potentially of this division.
Dan Garber, 6 rounds, heavyweights, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
Yeah, Dan Garber been with some names you'd recognise, from Thomas Carty to Moses Atalma, as well, of course, Vidal Riley, Hughie Fury as well. They're finding these mutual opponents, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And do you know what? Out of the 2 names you mentioned there, Atalma and Riley, they're the only ones to stop Garber early. So he usually takes you rounds.
Yeah, who knows? Very different stages of their journeys right now on Moses Atalma and Leigh Atang, but who knows, one day. World title action on the card.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in our world title of the night as Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing is proud to present 10 rounds for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Now making her way to the stage, professional record, 12 victories, 10 defeats, 2 draws, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Peleando desde Chimalhuacán, Mexico, please welcome Karla Zamora. Zamora. And her opponent now making her way to the stage. Professional record, 8 victories, 3 defeats, 1 draw, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former WBO welterweight champion of the world, fighting out of Derby, England, Sandy Ryan. Fighters to the scales. $139.3 for Zamora. 139.5 for Ryan. Fighters face each other.
Yeah, Sandy Ryan looking to become a 2-weight world champion tomorrow night against Karla Zamora. WBC World Super Lightweight title on the line this weekend. An eventful career Sandy Ryan's had since turning over in 2021. Just 12 fights, 8 wins, 3 defeats, one of which he avenged to Erica Farias, of course, and those 2 fights with Michaela Mayer, all at the top level. Back down now, though, at 140 pounds. Looking to add to the collection, Dan.
Yeah, I like this fight, Jamie. Stylistically, this will gel. We know what Sandy Ryan's all about. Zamora, typically Mexican, tough, in your face, only stop once, comes to fight. Good fight.
Sandy Ryan versus Karla Zamora. 10 rounds for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Matchroom Boxing live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
Yeah, you mentioned Zamora there. Beatrice Ferreira, Jessica Camara, Erica Cruz on the resume. Katie Taylor holds the other 3 belts at 140 weight. What might be next for her? Also on the card tomorrow night, the return of the White Rhino, Dave.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the weigh-in continues with a 6-round heavyweight contest. Making his way to the stage, 12 victories, 10 defeats, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Clermont-Ferrand, France, Karim Berredjem. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. Professional record, 24 victories, 8 defeats, 2 draws, with 19 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Conisbrough, Doncaster. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the People's Champ, the White Rhino, Dazzling Dave Allen. Fighters to the scales. $243.8 for Berredjem, 271.1 for Dazzling Dave Allen. Fighters face each other.
Fight week 35 for British boxing fan favourite Dave Allen. 6 rounds in the heavyweight division tomorrow night. Of course, last saw Dave in that grueling points defeat over 12 rounds to Arsenal-backed Makhmudov, who of course has landed the shot at Tyson Fury on the 11th of April. In terms of where he's going next.
Allen versus Berredjem, 6 rounds heavyweights, Matchroom Boxing live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
In terms of where he's going next, Darren, and where he wants to go, he's after a devastating knockout here. Will that be important for his mentality to get back to winning ways in style?
Yeah, I think so. And I think a lot been documented on the fact that he'd like to win a British title. I think that's a good route for Dave Allen, but great to see him back. And you can see what it means to the fans for him to be back. They love him. We love him.
Absolutely. Everyone loves Dave Allen. Great fight in the chief support as well for domestic supremacy at 154 pounds. Back to David.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in the chief support of the evening. could be the sleeper on the card. It's a great fight, as Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing is proud to present 12 rounds for the British and Commonwealth Super Welterweight Championship. Now making his way to the stage, please welcome the challenger. Professional record, 10 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of London. Here is the former Southern Area middleweight champion, known as the Villain, a.k.a. the Machine, Bilal Fawaz. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He's a defending champion, professional record, 15 victories, 3 defeats, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Leeds. Here is the reigning and defending British and Commonwealth Super Welterweight champion, the Black Panther, Ishamel Davis. Fighters, face the scale. $153.9 for the challenger, Bilal Fawaz. 153.5 for the defending champion, Ishamel, the Black Panther Davis. Fighters, face each other.
Yeah, 2 fighters with great energy, 2 big characters who have always refused to give up British and Commonwealth Super Welterweight titles on the line. The face-offs have been interesting so far. Let's see how this one compares for the final time.
You have to face me. I am a threat for you. You know that. Okay, let's be honest. You must know that. You must know that I'm a threat. Yes or no? You are not. No man is a threat for you. What happened to Bo Chop then?
Still not a threat. I want him again.
Okay, so someone who wins against you is not a threat.
I'm going again. I'm going back up there.
Well, I'm going to win, bro. That's
that. We will see tomorrow.
Well, you can go, but what do you come out with?
You will see tomorrow.
No, but what do you come out with? Exactly. The win.
Come out with these.
No. I've seen
this. You really want to get this sorted. You really want this sorted. But you're not going to get it tomorrow. So keep trying.
What happens if I
You
get
can have another go.
Wait. What happens if I get it?
You're never going to get it.
Yeah?
Nah.
Well, you said yesterday that you always smile. When I said,
You got a puncher's chance, but not a real chance.
okay, so I got a chance.
Serious.
That's all I need to see. Thank you. Let's do the face-off.
Ish Davis, Bilal Fawaz, 12 rounds for the British and Commonwealth Super Welterweight Championship. This is the Chief Support, Saturday night, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
2 fighters coming off career best wins. Ishamel Davis realising the dream at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when he beat Sam Gilley, and of course for Bilal Fawaz beating Junaid Bostan last year. Final big questions, Darren. I cannot wait for this.
I love it. As you say, form's good for both. The pot of gold's massive for both. Big smile for Sonny Edwards as he leaves the stage. Obviously part of Team Ishamel Davis. It's just a brilliant fight. Both looking great shape, both full of confidence. That one will deliver.
And after the Chief Support comes the main event. David Diamante, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 legendary cities, 2 former world champions, 1 bitter rivalry, 1 night in Nottingham. As Mr. Eddie Hearn is proud to present 12 rounds in the super featherweight division. It's now time for the weigh-in for Wood Warrington 2. Now making his way to the stage, 32 victories, 4 defeats, 1 draw, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former British, Commonwealth, European, and 2-time featherweight champion of the world from Leeds, England, the Leeds Warrior, Josh Warrington. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. His professional record, 28 victories, 4 defeats, with 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former British, Commonwealth, and WBA featherweight champion of the world from Gedling, Nottingham, England, Leigh Wood. Fighters to the scales. $129.7 for Josh Warrington. $129.8 for Leigh Wood. Fighters face each other.
Well, here we go then. The final face-off. Over 2 years later, we finally see it tomorrow night. Sold-out crowd, the Motorpoint Arena here in Nottingham, England. 2 former world champions, both with a point to prove to themselves, to each other. Leigh Wood versus Josh Warrington 2, live on DAZN.
Matchroom boxing live on DAZN from Nottingham, England.
How can you not like this main event? It is perfect.
Cannot wait for tomorrow night. Adam Smith is on the stage and he is going to get the final word with both sides of the main event.
The Leeds Warrior, Josh Warrington, 2 years and 4 months on. You come for revenge. You've said a lot to Leigh Wood. What were the last words there uttered before battle?
You'll have to listen back to it. Leigh knows what I've said. Just speaking a few facts, a few truths. But, you know, majority of the talking is done. The most of the talking is done. All he needs to do now is talking with these.
How important is this in your whole career, your whole legacy, to get it right tomorrow night against your arch rival?
I'm fully focused. You know, I've had a long old career, but this one, it's right up there. It's right up there. My determination, focus. I've rolled back the years for this one, so I'm excited for whatever he's going to bring. I've got a plan for.
You say you roll back the years. You were having your success first time around. What's different on the second occasion?
You'll see, Adam. You'll see on Saturday night. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away, but I wasn't expecting to box, but I'm adaptable. But yeah, like I say, there's a lot up the sleeves of Josh Warrington for this one, that is for sure.
Finally, you're in the lion's den. I'm sure you'll have plenty of support too at the Motorpoint. You've predicted an early finish. Give it to this crowd. What's going to happen to Leigh Wood tomorrow night?
Well, unfortunately, you know, Leigh's had a brilliant career, a long career, but the Leeds Warrior is going to be walking away with a victory. Revenge is sweet. Obviously, travelling fans coming down on Saturday night. It's going to be absolutely epic. But Josh Warrington is going to walk away with a win.
Thanks very much, Josh. Wish you well. Josh Warrington, absolute legend of the sport. So too is Leigh Wood at home in Nottingham. Great to see you. Big smile on your face. Wonderful fans. A legion of support. You've done it once. Is it just a case of doing it twice?
Doing it quicker. Doing it quicker is the main important thing. Thanks for coming out tonight. I'll see you tomorrow night.
You say doing it quicker. I know you don't like Josh Warrington, but it is business. How do you go about tactics? After the defeat last year here, you have to win Saturday night.
I've got to win, I've got to win quicker. And we'll talk about tactics after. We'll sit down and break it down for you, yeah?
How quicker is it going to go, though? 7 rounds in October 23, February 26. What is the round?
If he comes out quick and comes for me, it's going to end very, very quick. I can promise you that.
Leigh, I know you're itching to get off. But what is it about a fierce rivalry, a British battle that just lights up all of us in boxing?
Gets you out of bed, doesn't it? You know, some people have asked me if I like it. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I definitely need it, for sure.
Final question. What is it going to feel like walking out tomorrow night in front of these fans and delivering what you can do?
Electric, and these are going to be part of the win. See you tomorrow night.
Leigh Wood, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Jamie.
Thank you, Adam. We're just going to wait and make our way back into the middle of the stage here. I believe we're going to be joined by promoter Eddie Hearn as well, and two-weight world champion, the Jackal, the great Cole Frampton, in the house here this evening as well. Eddie, firstly, straight to you. Josh kept his cards close to the chest there of what he was saying in the final face-off. What did you make of the energy and what was being said?
Do you know what? I couldn't hear it. You'll hear it later on when it's played back across socials. And, you know, I think two guys look in tremendous shape. You know, for a long time, Leigh Wood was struggling at 126 pounds. I always felt that Josh Warrington at 126, for so many years of his career, you know, he looks really good. Quite a long time out of the ring for Josh Warrington, but he feels like mentally and physically in a great place. I think these are two guys that have got it all to do tomorrow night. Two guys that can be vulnerable at times. Two guys that throw a lot of punches. Leigh Wood, very, very heavy-handed. Josh Warrington has a great work rate, really clever. It's last man standing. They're fighting for their career tomorrow night. Two true generational greats of British boxing, two former world champions, put it all on the line in front of a sold-out arena. It's what we live for, those kind of nights. This man's been part of many of them as well. You can't pick them. You can have a slight favourite, but absolutely anything could happen in Nottingham tomorrow.
Well, let's get your opinion, Cole. Obviously, it's your birthday as well tomorrow. Where else would you rather be, than a sold-out night in Nottingham? You boxed Josh Warrington. I just wonder, when you look at this fight, as we've said all week, it's taken us a while to get here, but what are your big questions ahead of the opening bell tomorrow?
I think both guys would probably agree that they're past their prime years, but they're in a similar stage of their career where it still makes me very excited about this match. I think that they're very well matched. We've seen what happened in the last fight. A lot of people had Josh well in front, but Leigh's always got that equaliser, and he carries it throughout the fight. So no matter what's happening to Leigh Wood, there's always a chance that he could pull something out of the bag and win a fight. Josh, I know firsthand because I boxed him, how ferocious he can be. But if he's going to be ferocious and in the pocket all the time, that gives Leigh opportunities to land. So it's a real pick-em, like Eddie says. I think it's hard to split them both. And I'm just looking forward to a great night.
Fair bit of emotion this time in the build-up. We said yesterday, it seems respect has certainly been lost in the last couple of years. Who do you think that favours if there is emotion involved tomorrow night?
I think they're two emotional guys. You know, I mean, Leigh Wood's been through so much. I mean, we've had so many ups and downs in this arena. Josh Warrington's been there and done
Josh Warrington!
Everything in the sport. I mean, he's had a huge fight for Karla. He's been beaten in the bubble in front of about
129.7 for Josh Warrington. 129.8 for Leigh Wood.
I think both guys are going into this fight ready to the absolute best for their career. One last big night in front of the British farmhouse, and neither guy will take it back a step. Cole's right now. Don't the front, boys. Let's have it tomorrow. Last time, but Leigh Wood has got the ability he's a fascinating fighter. He can be vulnerable, but he can also knock you out with one clean shot at any moment in the fight, and that guarantees drama every time.
We don't think it goes 12 rounds, Cole, do we, tomorrow night?
I don't think so. No, I don't think it goes 12 rounds, but I just know I'm excited for this fight, and genuinely, I'm not just saying it because we're here, but it's hard to pick a winner in this one. I think we should all be excited about the whole bill, by the way, the chief
support.
What about the co-main? Unbelievable.
What were they saying?
Unbelievable.
Bilal's like one of those guys that the closer the fight gets, the more you believe it. You know, I said the other day, it was like, obviously different characters, but when Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia, it was like looking at him thinking, I can't figure this guy out. Like, and that's a bit like Bilal.
Yeah.
Ishmael's like looking at him thinking, I don't know whether to laugh or headbutt you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, Bilal's got so much confidence and inner belief, and at 38 years old, he looks in phenomenal shape, and he's a real threat in that fight.
Yeah,
a real threat in that fight.
Both coming off career best wins as well, and I think that self-belief is going to be very important tomorrow night. So much to look forward to from the Motorpoint Arena here in Nottingham tomorrow night. 5:30 p.m. Matchroom DAZN YouTube channels. 3 fights on the prelims. 7 p.m. live on DAZN. Myself, Jamie Ward, Cole Frampton, Eddie Hearn. We'll all be there. We hope to see you there as well, live on DAZN tomorrow night. And of course, join us for Small Talk on Matchroom Boxing YouTube channel starting very shortly. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Such a hurtful shot. Leigh Wood's just too easy to hit here. Too easy for Josh Leigh Wood cannot sit back on them roads. Oh, he walks on the shot. Big shot. And suddenly has turned it all around. Oh my days. Leigh Wood found the punch of a lifetime.
He hit the floor, flat on his back. Lost made in a fight that I didn't want to lose a single round. You were losing the fight. Did I win a round? Did I not win one round? I don't think you did. Typical Josh Warrington, can give it, I can't take it. You're getting it, Leigh. I'm going to torture you, mate. Horrible. Torture you. I think, like, I've beat you and you've got the audacity to act the way you do. What's done is done. I can't complain about it, but I'm coming to this fight in a different mindset. I need to win this fight. I lose this fight, it takes away the credibility of the first fight. Physically, can't argue what I'm doing in the gym. I won't lose. You need to be perfect for 36 minutes. I need to be perfect for 1 or 2 seconds. You aren't going to get that blessing this time.